Hey folks, the day we've been waiting for has finally come. The Bear Season 3 is out and it's delicious. Now, let's dive into the wild ride that is The Bear Season 3. If you've seen the ending, you know it leaves a lot up in the air with that exciting to be continued message. Yep, it's one of those finales that doesn't wrap things up neatly, and boy do we have questions. First off, let's talk about Cari. The guy's been through the ringer, right? His mental struggles are front and center this season. He's still swimming in self-doubt and anxiety, and it's pretty clear he hasn't figured out how to communicate all that well. I mean, who can blame him? Running a restaurant is tough, but trying to keep your head above water mentally while doing it is a whole other beast. His relationships are a hot mess too. Things with Claire, totally unresolved. His dynamic with his colleagues, still murky. By the end of the season, we don't get much in the way of progress or closure on any of these fronts. Instead, the finale shifts focus to something else entirely, mourning the loss of a culinary landmark. It's a bit of a curveball because it doesn't tie directly into the choices or journeys of any specific character, especially Cari. Now, you'd think a season finale would give us some solid conclusions, but not here. The show opts to spotlight the charm and headaches of the culinary world instead. It's more about the vibe and less about tying up loose ends, so if you're looking for that sweet closure, you're gonna have to wait for season 4. There's plenty left to chew on, pun intended, and it's clear the story isn't done yet. Okay, now let's get to the juicy part. Does Cari's restaurant get a thumbs up or down? In those final moments of season 3, we see Cari get a sneak peek at a review. It pops up as a Google alert for a Chicago Tribune review. And guess what? The words on the screen are mostly positive. So it looks like the bear might be getting some love from the critics, but here's the kicker. Even though the review is positive, Cari's reaction is to curse. What's that about? Well, it's open to interpretation. Maybe he's peeved that the review didn't drop sooner, or it could be that his perfectionist streak is showing. Even with external validation, he's still piling the pressure on himself. Classic Cari, right? There you have it. The Bear Season 3 leaves us with more questions than answers. But that's part of the fun, isn't it? I mean, it's not like they leave us clueless. In each episode, we get to learn more and more, and I love it. Now, we're left hanging, wondering what's next for Cari and the gang. Will he get his act together? Will his relationships finally get the attention they need? And what's in store for the restaurant? It's clear that the show is more about the journey than the destination. We get a deep dive into the highs and lows of the culinary world, and it's a wild, unpredictable ride. So, if you're like me, you're already counting down the days until season 4. There's so much left to explore, and I can't wait to see where the story takes us next. In the meantime, let's keep speculating and discussing all those unresolved plot lines. What do you think is next for Cari? How do you interpret his reaction to the review? And what other surprises does the bear have up its sleeve? Let's hear your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and watch this video next. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.